Hello everyone, I hope you're all well. Welcome back to the Magnificent Mags channel on this Thursday night. Yes, I am posting this video late. It is 9:10, but I make no apologies because it's just been such full of excitement following the Champions League draw and the news that we actually signed a striker. Yes, Nick Woltemade is on his way here tonight from VfB Stuttgart. Honestly, it's just been such a buzz. And yes, my video is delayed because we've all been messaging in our messenger groups, WhatsApp groups, and just trying to arrange the Champions League away days we want to go on, and the news that we're finally signing a striker. It was probably a different tune this morning. Yes, I was excited about this evening's Champions League draw, but yeah, we hit a bit of an impasse in terms of trying to sign a striker from Wolves in Strand Larsen and Brentford in Wissa. They both wanted replacements, and like we do with Isak, I've got no problem with them standing their ground and want the best fee they can. They know we're desperate, and they're thinking if we've got a big fee for Isak from Liverpool, that they could rinse off everything they wanted. Look, that's the way the market is at the moment. It's crazy. But yes, we've finally found a breakthrough the night. We've had the buzz of the Champions League draw, and we've agreed a deal with Stuttgart. £69 million for Nick Woltemade, £65 million plus £4 million in add-ons. But before I get on to a new striker who's on his way here, hope he's registered in time for Leeds, I want to get on to the Champions League draw. Yes, we've found out our opponent. So before I get on to the tasty home legs, I want to go through the away ties. So yes, we've got Marseille away, PSG away, so that's a French double header. Then we'll go to Belgium for Union Saint-Galois and then Leverkusen. And then at home, we'll have PSV Eindhoven, Benfica, Barcelona and Athletic Club. Wow. What a Champions League draw. And you know what? We were joking in the WhatsApp group. Each team that come out, it's like, are we going to face a new team? Yes, we eventually got Saint-Galois, but yes, it's basically a rerun of teams we've played before, and it's a bit of revenge in there. Because look, you can look at the away games. PSG, we all know what happened 2 years ago. We smashed them at home. That is still the best home game in all my life. My first game was 1992. And since being a season ticket holder, or before I was, again, money tight, jobs, growing up, finding stability, like, that's still the best home game of my life, PSG. Then we all know what happened in the Parc des Princes. We got screwed. Still the worst decision I've ever seen against us to this day, when Tino got that handball, because PSG were never scoring from open play. But yeah, a bit of revenge could be in order, although it's a tough game, tall order against the current European champions. Marseille, 2003-04. I remember that home leg sitting in the Leazes when I did at the time. Barthez had a blinder. Drogba, without Woodgate, destroyed it in the south of France. Saint-Galois, I don't know anything about them, so I'm not even going to pretend I know. But the new boys, and we'll go to Belgium, so that could be a good away day. Leverkusen, that's the one we've all been talking about now. We played them in 2002-03. We beat them 3-1 at home and 3-1 away. Obviously, after Shearer's elbow on Materazzi at home in the 4-1 defeat, he was suspended for that away game at the Bay Arena at the time. So Shola and Loire stepped in, and Shola scored a brace and Loire scored a goal as well. But yes, that's the game we've all been trying to organise tonight. We want to go to Leverkusen because fantastic infrastructure. German people are absolutely fantastic, very welcoming. And yes, Stein's like brilliant away day. We're thinking we might go to Cologne and Dusseldorf, and then it makes it easier for Leverkusen. So yeah, absolutely buzzing to have Leverkusen away. And then with home ties, this makes the cup scheme worth it. PSV, Bobby's old club. Barcelona, Bobby's old club. Yes, two of Bobby's old clubs, so it's a Bobby Robson derby there. PSV, we played them in 2003-04. We drew 1-1 in Eindhoven, and then we beat them 2-1 at home. Shearer and Gary Speed were the headers to win it on the night. Mattea Kejman, I remember, again sitting in the Leazes, scored that penalty. And then go on to the other. I'll come on to Barcelona last for obvious reasons. We're playing Benfica, played them in 2012-13. They knocked out the Europa League. Then we've also got Athletic Club, 94-95. One of my first experiences. At the time, what was it? So I was barely 7 at the time. I was born 1987. I'm nearly 38. So yes, nearly 30 years on. And obviously I know we've played them in friendlies recently, but great club, great fans, great to be reunited. I'm very excited for that tie. But yes, the big one, Barcelona. Oh my God, I can't wait to find out when we'll play Barcelona. Honestly, people say, is this cup scheme worth it? Like taking the money out your bank sometimes where it might be a bit tight. Yes, we're in a cost of living crisis, but you know what? Honestly, Barcelona at home, that is going to be epic. Even a Barcelona fan that posted on the screen said he's worried about playing away. Look, Barcelona, many-time European champions. I'm sure it's 5 times they've won the European Cup, but yeah, that tie at home. Obviously, we played them 4 times before. We lost away in 97-8, beat them 3-2 at home with Tino's hat-trick. Can Livramento do the same and do a cartwheel in front of the Gallagher? I would love that. And then obviously we played them 2002-3, lost 3-1 in the Nou Camp. Shola got his famous goal. And then at home we lost 2-0 on the final match day. So I remember those games well as a teenager. When we played them 97-8, I was 10-11. 2002-3, I was 15-16. So it's going to be great to face Barcelona again and Bobby's old clubs reunited. So honestly, I'm so excited. Newcastle back in Europe's elite. So we'll find out on Saturday when that's announced. When the fixtures are going to be, but we're already talking about my group. We've set up a separate WhatsApp group for all the lads who said they can do a European away day. And look, not all will have the points. I'll admit that now. I mightn't get every European away game, but I know it'll be costly. But I've not done a European away game, I'll admit it, because of cost. But I've said I'm going to do it when I'm in a better place financially, when I'm older, and I am right now, and I don't care what it costs. I'm going to do. Whether it's a ticket or not, we're going to go there for a lads' holiday, all about football, and just enjoy it. We've even talked about, if we do Leverkusen, it's about an hour on the train, an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. Well, I think it's more 2 hours. I'm just so excited at the moment. I'm not thinking properly. But go to Amsterdam, have a night there. I've been to Amsterdam 4 times. Brilliant. I wanted Ajax away, even Napoli away. I said on my video this morning, I've still got the same top on. But yes, we could do Amsterdam and then maybe go over to Cologne or Dusseldorf. And then it's closer to Leverkusen. But yes, that's what I want to do. I've talked about Marseille, maybe fly in there. I could even drive. It doesn't bother me driving in Europe. But yes, I don't own a stab vest or armoured tank, so Marseille is a bit of a worry. But there's a lot of teams in there who've knocked out of Europe before, so there might be a spot of revenge in order. But yeah, very exciting. But on to the other news, yeah. Nick Woltemade, the German striker, 23-year-old. Now, people are saying his goal tally's not that good, but I've looked at his stats. In the Euros, he got 6 goals and 3 assists in 5 games for Germany in the recent Euros this summer. He was a standout player. And then also for Stuttgart last season, 12 goals and 2 assists for them. So you know what? I've seen the clip shared online of him the night. 6'6", imposing tall striker. Yeah, he's got a bit of a porn stash. So you might find him on Newgate Street at German Doner Kebab. Now, we did make up our own chant before, courtesy of a couple of friends. I shared it. They asked us to with Toon Chants. You'll see that on my X account. If you want to see it, if you think it's cringe or not, please rate it high or rate it low. Tell us if you think it's great or you think it's absolutely shite. But yes, got to come up with chants for him. But honestly, just, yeah, Nick Woltemade, like, it's been frustrating, hasn't it? Like, we had the struggles at the start of the window where we couldn't sign any players we went for. And that's because bigger clubs with bigger revenues, look, you've got to admit, annoyingly, there's a food chain. And when PSR's in place, when it's wages to revenue, they're always going to have the advantage over. Because look at it this way, it's brilliant to see Man U get knocked out last night. But when it comes to revenue, if we both make 10%, but our revenue's 400 million and theirs is 800 million, we both make 10%, we make 40 million, Man U make 80 million. That's the way it is until PSR changes. So that's why the blitzed out the water when it comes to wages and transfer fees. So we've kind of adjusted with sites and we've found some astute players to come in. Ramsdale, Elanga, Chow and Jacob Ramsey. And yes, but it's been obvious in the first 2 games, we've dominated games against Aston Villa away and Liverpool at home. And look, yes, we've only got, 1 point out of that. But I said in my post and my video this morning, There's lots to be encouraged by. With that attitude, endeavour, courage, heart, we'll be fantastic this season if we can get a striker. Because if we had Isak, look, if Isak had been playing, we would have had 6 points by now. It's as simple as that. But there's no excuse for the club not replacing Callum Wilson so far. Because, look, we've known that Wilson's probably leaving for a while with his injury record. The club made him like a kind of appearance, like target-based contract, but he's moved on to West Ham. So there's no excuse for not replacing Wilson so far. Now, Luke Edwards has doubled down the night against Liverpool fans. I've loved his pettiness this summer against them. He said he's not a replacement for Isak, he's a replacement for Wilson. Look, I don't kind of believe that. I do still think we'll get another attacker in before the window closes. This has given us such a boost and encouragement tonight. Newcastle are kind of going back to 22-23, or even the January window of 21-22, when it comes to like Bruno and that, when we unearthed these players from Europe and no one had any clue. I've posted the night, I think it was in response, if I remember right, so much has happened in these last few hours, to Keith Downey saying, was it a smoke screen? We've tried to make it look like we're going in for Wissa and Strand Larson, but really we've been doing a deal for Woltemade. And look, I know it's a gamble. Bringing a player in from Europe, Premier League unproven. But the fact that Bayern Munich have been in from 3 times and Stuttgart stood firm, I mean, he's got to be some player. Bayern Munich are a massive club. Massive club who've won the European Cup. How many times? Is it 4? But they're a massive European club. And the fact that they've been after him. But look, Leverkusen, I think they don't want to become like the Dortmund. And they don't want to basically just be a feeder club for Bayern Munich. So I think they've kind of accepted a fee that's less than what Bayern Munich offered for him. But look, I'm going to back the guy. Anyone who's willing to come here and play for it. And it shoots down all the rumours, doesn't it, that all the rejections this summer and the way we've been with Isak. No one want to sign for a club like that. Well, that shut everyone up, hasn't it? But I'm going to back the lad, and fingers crossed he's registered in time for Leeds, because the cut-off, I believe, it's always 12 p.m. on a Friday. And Keith Downey originally said he was going to fly here tomorrow. But look, Newcastle United have finally learned the lesson of speeding up. They want to get him here tonight to beat that 12 p.m. deadline. So if we can get him here and he's registered in time for Leeds, look, I don't expect him to start at Leeds. I expected, like I said this morning, it'll probably be a front 3 of Murphy to the right, Barnes to the left, and Alanga through the centre. But if we can get him in time, and then he can be leading the line, that'll give us such a lift. And then hopefully, Keith Downey has said that he thinks that Strand Larson is similar to Woltemade. So that might be a deal that's dead now, especially Wolves' stance. But look, I think Brentford are looking to get another striker. So if they can get that striker in, then we can get Wissa in. And then look, yes, it'd be great to make a point. I've said it before, to stand firm, a victory for football, stand firm and don't let Isak go, to make a point. But look, if Liverpool come back in and we've got 2 strikers and they make a bid of maybe 140 million with add-ons or 150 million plus, we're going to do a deal. I, for one, I'm sure you all are tired of this Isak saga. I'm sick of talking about him. That's why I've left him to the end of this video. If we get Woltemade signed and then Wissa, and that's our window done, get Isak out, he's gone, let Liverpool be happy. I don't see how he fits in their system anyway after signing Ekitike. Then happy days, he's gone, Cloudover is gone, and we're ready to attack 4 competitions. And yes, we've got with Champions League opponents, and Woltemade's on his way. So it's an exciting Thursday evening. But please, if you have liked this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please follow all my socials. I love the interaction. Tell me what you think. Are you excited for the Woltemade signing even? And are you happy with our Champions League opponents? Who's the standout opponent in this? But anyway, that's it from me for now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with my Leeds preview on Saturday. For now, take care. Thank you everyone, and good night. Bye-bye.